Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and children of all ages, friends and family. From the Big Beefy E Studios here in New Bedford, Massachusetts, it is time for yet once again another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And here is the elder statesman of the Rant and Rave podcast and the proprietor of all things shenanigans, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans, 1977, episode 2680 of the show, and this is a very special episode. I decided to do something like this. It is, wow, okay, 6:28 p.m., November the 16th, 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about 11 days away from Thanksgiving, folks, and I'm totally excited about the holiday season. Now, before I go on what I want to talk about today, a little programming reminder. I might be doing, because I have Thanksgiving off, my boss has decided to schedule my day off from Thursday to Saturday for just for the week, I believe, because unless with the holiday season in full swing, I may end up working 6 days. I don't know. But for right now, I'm going to be working the Saturday the 29th. But the good news is, though, that the time schedule has not been affected. Still 7 to 11 in the morning, so that's okay. That's pretty good. But it might change my routine just a little bit, a little tad, because I believe the mall will be open on Black Friday at 7 in the morning. So, and then you got and then the mall will be open at 10 on Saturday, so that following Saturday. So the Saturday after Thanksgiving, that means my construct video, I can do one of two things. Tape it ahead of time and schedule it for that Saturday, for the Saturday morning. That way you will still be able to see it and make it look like I still have a Saturday off. Or I can wait till I get home like I usually do with my other game show videos I do, and basically do it right there in the afternoon, because I have a lot to do. Usually Saturday is my laundry day as well, so it's like a lot of things are happening. And that Saturday also has Survivor Series live reaction, so I don't know what time the Saturday Survivor Series live reaction will be, and if it's so I might have to do a lot of things sooner and later, or reschedule my Card Sharks videos probably till that following Sunday. I don't know. A lot of things are happening. A lot of things are messed up, and it kind of messes me up a little bit for my video scheduling. But I'll figure everything out that week of Thanksgiving. So just to let you know that, and just to let you good folks know that I'm okay. So, now I have not been on NBG Productions for a quite long time, because I think most of the NBG production crew, mostly their game shows, are doing it very, very late at night. And unfortunately, because my life's being crazy, not only that, I get up early in the morning to go to work, it's very difficult for me to even stop by. And I have nothing against my friends over there. They're wonderful folks. I still want to keep in contact with them somehow, some way, shape, or form. But a lot of things, I think it's because of all the drama that happened on the other game show Discord group that I was in, and I think it's more of out of shame for me that I decided not to. I think it's more of out of shame for me, and I do apologize to my folks, to my friends over at NVG Productions for that. It's because of the drama that happened. What is it, 4 years ago? And I felt like, I was going through a lot of stuff that year, anyways, and in fact, the past 4 years I've been going through a lot of stuff, and that's why I was unable to make any appearances at MVG Productions from time to time. And I make an occasional appearance once in a while, say hi to everybody. I know they say don't be a complete stranger, and I don't want to be a complete stranger to them and everything else. So it's more like, but I love, they're good people over there. They're great friends, and they're wonderful, wonderful. I always try, and I decided, well, I don't want to forget them. I don't want to, forget them, and to thank them in a way. I do advertise their Discord server, So I do advertise the MVG Productions Discord server every time I play Tic-Tac-Doe. Because every time I hit Tree Fitty, and they made that. I know it's a South Park joke, but MVG Productions always make that joke, Tree Fitty. So I decided to honor them with that. So I've always honored the MVG production crew for that, and I will never forget them. And that's my way of saying it. I haven't forgotten you guys. I love you guys, and continue support. And the reason why, excuse me, the reason why I did talk about MVG Productions, I found out that Richard Montgomery, a.k.a. Turd Ferguson, is leaving MVG Productions for now. Possibly something in his life has taken over, and he wants to make that commitment to whatever. And I want to say, for the short time I've known Richard Montgomery, a.k.a. Turd Ferguson, he's really funny, a really funny dude. Appreciate his support and everything else. And Richard, if you're watching this, my man, sir, much love and respect to you. And I hope you do well in your future endeavors, and hopefully one day you'll come back to MVG Productions. I know I have not talked to you or seen you in a while. You always say I like chalky milk. I do like chocolate milk. And Hershey's chocolate milk, man. Just give me some milk and just stir it up and boom. So I always do this in your honor. Every time I hit a natural triple on the Joker's Wild on my gameplay every Wednesday, now yell, yo soy natural triple. I always consider going to the Joker's Wild restaurant and buying a natural triple shake chalky milk. I decided to say that in honor of you, Turd Ferguson, and that way, I hope you don't. I hope you still keep in contact with myself, and and this is my way of saying thank you on Richard Montgomery for contributions over at MVG Productions, and I'm hoping that you, when you decide to come back to MVG Productions, I know you're not leaving the game show community, which is great to hear. But I know a lot of things have been going on in your life, and it happens. I know I've been there, even though I have not made an appearance on MVG Productions for quite a while. I'm always be part of that group, and they always be part of my life. And it's been, like I said, a lot of crazy things have happened for the past 5 years. It's been nuts. So, I think everything has changed since the pandemic happened. To be totally honest, and it's affected me and everything else. But that's why I've not made any appearances on MVG Productions for a long time. Plus, made commitments to Rant and Rave podcast and everything else. A lot of stuff has been happening in my life, and a lot of things have changed, obviously. And this was the number one change right here, the new room and everything else in between. So it's going to be, So, just want to thank you, Richard Montgomery, a.k.a. Turd Ferguson. So in your honor, from now on, every time you spin a natural triple, when I make the Joker's Wild restaurant spiel, just for a joke, I'm going to say natural triple shake chalky milk. That's what I want to say in honor of you, Turd Ferguson. I want to thank you for that. And you gave me, the fun part is the people make inside jokes and all that, or some repeated jokes. Sometimes it gives me an idea. It's okay, I know what to do with this. And like the nickname Big Beefy E, now it's from Bofus. They gave me an idea for a segment for my show, Big Beefy E's Boston Ballers Beat. Say that 5 times fast. And then, so when I thought, when I played the Joker's Wild on my Flash game every Wednesday, and I hit a natural triple, and I said, wait a minute, natural triple shake, and I had chalky milk. And that's how I think of Turd Ferguson. I'll think of you, Turd Ferguson, every time I say that, chalky milk, and I'll never forget that. I do appreciate your I do appreciate your humor, and hopefully one day, you'll come back and have a lot of fun. We'll have a lot of fun with you again. I know I send you my best, and Richard Montgomery, Turd Ferguson, you are missed, my friend, and I hope that one day we'll collaborate, or something like that. I know, but sometimes our lives take in different directions, and that's the sad thing about not communicating with a lot of friends, because our lives take us in many different directions, and and for me, yes, that's why I made. I'm not mad at anybody over there. I have no grudges against anybody over at MVG Productions. It's one of those things where my life's taken gone in a different direction to the point where, holy crap, holy crap, I forgot about this, that, and the other thing. You know what I mean? So, Brandon Scruggs, Kevin Henry, I always appreciate those guys. I always appreciate, especially Kevin Henry's sense of humor. And, I know he's a Packers fan. So, when he's not facing the Patriots at all this season, so that's good news, but for him. But anyways, no, I always never forget. I always never forget NVG Productions, never forget. So, it's a Brent Scruggs, Kevin Henry, Jason Myers, the rest of the gang over at NVG Productions, appreciate your full support. And to Richard Montgomery, a.k.a. Turd Ferguson, salute to you, sir. And I want to honor you, but keep your legacy alive. So don't forget to drink some chalky milk. I'll hopefully order some natural triple shakes in the Joker's Wild with chalky milk in them, and the devil gets nothing. Nana zip zilch donut. Yo soy natural triple boom. Right? That's how I do it. So, my life's been crazy, NVG Productions, but I love you guys. I always support you guys, and I always advertise about you guys, so keep on doing what you're doing over there. And Richard Montgomery, you'll be missed over at NVG Productions, but I'm sure your love for game shows will continue on. So, appreciate it, peace, and everything else in between. So, that's it. That's all there is to it. Thank you, Turd Ferguson. That will be the name of the episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977. Tomorrow we got the Tic-Tac-Toe. Going to be the Dragon Slayer, try to do battle against that old rotten dragon. That's right. That old rotten dragon. And, yeah. He thinks he's a tough guy. Well, guess what? He's going to have to go up against me again. And I did defeat him in the 2-game sweep. Hopefully I can do it again. Although I was hoping to sweep the Baron Enright villains, but that rotten lightning on Bullseye, my revenge is coming to him on Friday, the 21st. So beware of that. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next episode of the show. And until that next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E and do it for Bob Saget production, and in association with a Raving Bull for 3000 Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. See you later on the next episode of the show. Goodbye for now.